What is up, everybody out there? Aaron here to give you another deck profile. Now, this is my friend's deck. He wanted me to do a deck profile for you guys on his deck because yes, I do the deck profiles. So he wanted me to show you of an alien deck. An alien deck is a reptile deck. So a reptile deck, but they're aliens. Nobody really runs this deck anymore. I don't think anybody pays attention to this deck. Reason why? Because everyone just depends on, well, of course, the ban list, the tier elements, they're dead. Pretty much, that was a huge deck. It got dead because of the deck, because of the new ban list. The Sword Souls are new played. You get the idea. That's all they care about. Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, Tri-Brigades, yeah, just the pure actual decks. Nobody gives a damn about these kind of decks, but this is his deck and he wanted me to do it for you guys. So let's get on with the deck profile. All right, so an alien deck. So first you start off with the Alien Mother, a level 6 dark reptile monster. So Alien Mother, if this card destroys a monster with an A counter by battle and sends it to the graveyard, special summon the destroyed monster to your side of the field at the end of the battle phase. When this card is removed from the field, all monsters that were special summoned by this card's effect are destroyed. So how you're playing with this deck is you're putting counters on your opponent's monsters, and for as many as you put on there, some of the monsters have some effects where it can do damage to your opponent or destroy. Because yeah, you're doing a lot of things to your opponent that they don't want you to do, but you are doing it to them. The Alien Overlord is level 6 dark, and you can remove 2 A counters from anywhere on the field to special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can place 1 A counter on each face-up monster your opponent controls. If a monster with an A counter battles an alien monster, it loses 300 attack and defense for each A counter during damage calculation only. You can only control 1 Alien Overlord. Then we got the Alien Kid. So hopefully you don't have a kid where it's going to become an alien. A light level 4, which is place 1 A counter on all monsters special summon to your opponent's side of the field. If a monster with an A counter battles an alien monster, it loses 300 attack and defense for each A counter during the damage calculation only. Then there's the Alien Stealth Buster. These are light alien monsters. But okay, Alien Stealth Buster is, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field, place 2 A counters on it during your main phase. Except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 card with an A counter, destroy it. You can only use the effect of Alien Stealth Buster once per turn. Then there's the Reptilian Nami. Now, okay, not an alien, but a reptilian, so reptile. So yeah, this is actual reptile, but aliens are reptiles. So this one, a dark level 2. During the main phase, if you have a reptile monster in your graveyard, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change its attack to 0. If your opponent controls a monster with 0 attack, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only activate one Reptilian Nami effect per turn. And only once that turn. So, only once. And yeah, for all reptile monsters that are in the graveyard, everything's reptile. As I said, even the aliens are reptiles. The Night Sword Serpent. And it's a water. Okay, this one's... At nighttime, hopefully you're not swimming in the dark with this serpent in the ocean. Alright. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon. Alright. So you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect once per turn. So yeah, this card's in the graveyard. Special summon this card. But it must be banished. Then we got the Alien Mars, so more aliens. The effects of monsters with 8 counters are negated, except for the Alien Mars. So yeah, if you're giving your opponent so many 8 counters on them, they're just gonna get negated, so they can't even do their effects. Then you got the Alien Dog. When you normal summon an alien monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. When you do, place 2 8 counters on face-up monsters your opponent controls. Again, when you bring these out, you can special summon one out, and you're giving your opponent, yeah, that's what you're doing. Giving them 8 counters. Then there's the Alien Omnit, is the tuner for the deck. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one level 4 or lower alien monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but destroy it at the end of the end phase. So hopefully, yeah, even if it's going to get destroyed, hopefully you can play something already where you're going to synchro, you're going to X-Seed, you're going to link from it being actually, destroyed. You have that out, okay, at the end phase it's going to die, get destroyed, or you can possibly play something to prevent that from happening. Then there's Hyperia. If this card is summoned, draw 1 card. Once per turn. So if it's still on the field, next turn, once per turn, draw another card. But when summoned out, draw a card. Only 1 danger card. Tashina Ko, I believe that's the way you say it. Tashina no Ko, the danger one. You can reveal this card from your hand. Your opponent randomly chooses a card from their entire hand. Then you discard then you're going to discard the chosen card your opponent has chose. Then if it was discarded and it was not this card, special summon it to the field. And if you do, draw 1 card. If this card was discarded, you can special summon this card. So pretty much it all depends on your opponent choosing. It's based on luck. If you have like 5 cards in your hand and you're revealing this, hopefully they chose the wrong one. And if they did choose it, special summon, draw a card. And then whatever they chose that was particularly wrong, hopefully it was a card that you did not want to get thrown away. But either way, special summon if they called it wrong. And if it is, well then it is. Those are the monsters. Let's get to the magic cards. Mysterious Triangle. Quick play. Spell card. Destroy one monster on the field within a counter. Then you can special summon one level 4 alien monster from your deck. Destroy it at the end phase. So again, just like the effect, when it's on the field, okay, for that one turn, unless you have something you can do from preventing it to being actually destroyed. Viper's Rebirth. If all monsters in your graveyard are a reptile, target one non-tuner in your graveyard, special summon it or destroy during the end phase of this turn. Again, yeah, these effects are gonna deal with on this one turn when you bring one out. Snake Rain. Discard one card. Send 4 reptile monsters from your deck to the graveyard. Now the reason why you're going to do this is because of what the reptiles can do when they're in the graveyard. So don't really think of it like you're wasting your reptiles, your aliens, if they're thrown to the graveyard. A cell recombination device. Quick play. Target one face-up monster on the field. Send one alien monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, place 8 counters on that monster equal to the level of the set monster. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 alien monster from your deck to your hand. He only has 1 right now, but he plans to get 2 more because yeah, alien decks, since it's a deck that really like no one really like depends on anymore, a lot of decks that are really not dependable anymore, they just don't give a damn about it anymore, it's pretty hard to find these cards. So he just needs 2 more. But yeah, he plans to do 3 Code 8 Ancient Ruins, but for right now it's just 1. But it is a continuous spell card. Each time a face-up alien monster or monsters is destroyed, place 1 A counter on this card. Once per turn, you can remove 2 A counters from anywhere on the field, and if you do, special summon 1 alien monster from your graveyard. Now, it does not say level, just an alien monster. So if you wanted to, you could bring out your big alien overlord or your mother. Or the alien mother. Lightning Storm. Now, to tell you the truth, this card was so expensive. It was like a $60 card. But now since it got reprinted, it's not that expensive anymore. It's only like a $10 to $12 card. And Lightning Storm is brutal, which you have the effect of either destroying all attack monsters your opponent controls or destroy all spell and trap cards your opponent controls. And it's really not expensive anymore. Before it was like a $60 card. Now it's reprinted, so it's like a $10 to $12 card. The One Raigeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, and Monster Reborn. That's why it's like, you know, I said it's not that bad to throw away those monsters to the graveyard, because yeah, there is a way with Monster Reborn, and then with some other effects of bringing some out, you can do that. and then Solemn Strike, and then Infinite and Permanence. There's only trap cards. Alright then, extra deck. Cosmic Fortress Golgar. You need an Alien Eminence, which is, yeah, that's your only tuner. That's the only tuner in the deck. A level 5, alright, so not that hard to do. Once per turn, you can select any number of face-up spell or trap cards, return those cards to their owner's hands, and distribute a counter among monsters on the field equal to the number of cards returned. Once per turn, you can remove 2 A counters from anywhere on the field, destroy 1 card your opponent controls. Again, this is all about the A counters. Reptilian Hydra. Okay, these are reptilians. If this card is Synchro Summon, destroy as many monsters your opponent controls with 0 attack as possible. And if you do, draw 1 card for each card that was destroyed by that effect. Reptilian Melazine. 1 reptile tuner, which is, yeah, the whole entire deck is reptile. And that's your only tuner in there, the Eminence. If this card was Synchro Summon using only reptile monsters as material, which yes you are, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Once per chain effect, when your opponent activates a monster effect, except during the battle, except the damage step, quick effect, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Change its attack to 0. If this synchro monster you control is sent to your graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can add 1 reptile monster from your deck added to your hand. Then for the Exceeds, it's gonna be an old one. People just don't play it. Is King of the Feral Imps Reptile. 2 level 4 monsters. You have a lot of level 4s in there. Once per turn, you can detach XYZ material, but you know, in my way, we call it Exceed. So that's the way it is in like Japan, but we call it Exceed, not XYZ. But anyways, yeah. Detach 1 material from this card, add 1 reptile monster from your deck to your hand. Okay. There we go there. Now his links are Cosmic Slicer Zero. It's a link 3, so you need to make of 3. So yeah, at least 3 monsters, 2+ monsters, and they must be reptile monsters. Again, everything's reptile, so there's no problem to this. Monsters your opponent controls with 8 counters are changed to defense position. Also, neither player can activate their effects. You can only use this. You can only use each of the following effects of Cosmic Slicer Serral once per turn. This card is Link Summon. You can add 1 card from your deck to your hand. That has an effect that places 8 counters. You can remove 2 8 counters from anywhere on the field immediately after this. Then, immediately after this card resolves, summon 1 reptile monster. crazy these cards can be. And nobody just doesn't give a damn about these cards, because all they depend on is just those crazy main decks that everyone just care about. And then just the Alien, Shocker, M-Frame. Well, let's start off with the M-Frame before I get into this one. So yeah, 2 of them. My mistake right there. It's actually 2 Alien, Shocker, M-Frames. 2 Reptile monsters. Quick effect. You can discard 1 monster. Place 8 counters equal to the original level of the face-up monsters in the field. Distribute it as you wish. If this card is destroyed by battle or a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon non-link reptile monsters with different names from your graveyard, up to the number of monsters your opponent controls with 8 counters. It can only be done once per turn. So that was 2, and then the last one is a Reptilian Enchidana. So, level 2. 2 monsters, including a reptile monster, so at least one of the monsters must be a reptile, but this whole entire deck is reptile. There's no problem to this. If this card is link summoned, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Change its attack to 0. During your main phase, if your opponent controls a monster or monsters with 0 attack, you can add reptile monsters with different names from your deck to your hand, except the number of up to the number of monsters your opponent controls with 0 attack. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except reptile monsters. So it's not going to affect you if you can play more monsters, because it's all reptile. It can only be done once per turn. Alien deck. This is his alien deck. He's like me. We like to play for fun, and we try to like make as many different kind of decks that are, you know, not expensive, but pretty fun to do. And yeah, this is a deck that nobody would ever play again. I'll admit to you that. Well, most likely, yeah, they would just not depend. If anybody would play this deck, it would be like me, him, anybody who would play for fun. And this deck is not expensive. It's just fun. Like, an Alien Mother would be like only like a $1 card. That's it. Or maybe just 25 cents, because yeah, people just don't care about these cards. But he likes to play for fun, make kind of decks like this. I would do the same, but I'm not playing an Alien. I'm not playing reptiles right now. So that's the Alien deck. So hope you all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I am the artist of Strong Style. I have my other channel with deck profiles. So feel free to check that out. I will speak to y'all later. Peace.